So everybody knows already what happened. So I'm not here to tell you what happened. I'm here to show you what happened. This Bitcoin dominant charts. I'm going to show you 3 different charts that are very interesting. And over here we see Bitcoin dominance. And as you can see over here, right over here, what's happening with Bitcoin dominance, it is breaking down big time. Now we've been expecting this for a very, very long time. But right now it's pretty much confirmed that there is no way back. Right over here, this is a big sign of weakness, and when that happened, we started going up over here. We exploded all the way to the top. We continued a couple of times, and then we broke towards downside. But this was first big tail that it's pretty much over for Bitcoin dominance. Yes, it's continuing rising towards upside. This is since September, so for next 7-8 months, whatever that was, it was going up over here and then it started breaking down. So this move over here started breaking down, then it started going more, it broke down, then it broke down over here, and right now this is the last line of support. It's breaking down, and I don't think that's gonna come back again. Not that again until maybe 1-2 more years into the future, but it is breaking down. Bitcoin dominance is losing pace. Yesterday Bitcoin was up like 3-4% towards upside, and right now everything else went more than that, so Bitcoin dominance is crashing. And we like Bitcoin dominance crashing because that means altcoin season, right? So that's what's happening right now when Bitcoin dominance, it's pretty much over, and I don't think there is any way this can actually recover towards upside over here or anything like that and then go towards the downside at another point. So the way I see it, Bitcoin dominance is done. Bitcoin over here, let's just take any kind of chart that's clean. Okay, there is a clean chart over here. This isn't a topping pattern, guys. This isn't a topping pattern. When price goes something like this, you get some kind of resistance level, and it starts doing, these kind of moves. This can be topping pattern, but this pattern over here is not this pattern. This pattern over here is more like, it's not like this. It's more like, how am I gonna draw it? Like this. You understand? There is a difference. These are butts on the bottom side. These are butts on the top side, and this kind of part over here, that's not a topping pattern. It's kind of hitting the resistance but failing to break it, right? So it tries to break the resistance but it fails to break that. So when I saw this over here, I knew that it cannot be the top, at least not the way I see it. I still don't believe it's top, and it cannot be the top, at least not the way looking at the pattern. And we yesterday saw a big move towards upside. Now a lot of people might be saying that that's because of the Powell speech and whatnot. I don't see that that being the case. I've been bullish all through this part over here, and I'm right now looking at again continuation up here above the resistance level at 120k, and then more towards upside. So we just saw that dominance is crashing towards downside. Bitcoin is doing well. It's holding this support level. There are actually 2 major support levels when it comes to the weekly time frame. That's 114 all the way down here at 109. Those are 2 major support levels. But we can see down here that it is failing to break even this support level over here, which tells us everything is good and dandy. So far so good. Right now we are looking at how this is gonna play out, but eventually I'm thinking in the next couple of weeks, this is gonna go towards upside. Today is Saturday, so it might take a little bit of time until we actually break. But once we actually break this 120k level, we are looking for a big move towards upside. We are not quite there yet when it comes to Bitcoin, but Bitcoin dominance is going towards downside, as you see. So that means everything else is going to the moon. And the last chart, there were actually 2 last charts I'm gonna show you. 2 more charts. This is the weekly time frame of Ethereum, and as you can see over here, there are a lot of lines over here, but there are 2 important lines over here. That's this line over here and this line over here on the bottom. It creates this very, very nice triangle over here. You can see over here we are breaking out of the triangle. We went over here towards upside. Right now we are bouncing towards upside. Also, there was a major resistance level over here around 4.2 or something like that, and we broke through that as well. Not only that, we even managed to create a new all-time high on Ethereum yesterday. Over here you'll see that this last little week above that managed actually to hit above the all-time high, and right now we are at that resistance level. But even that this resistance level is going to get broken. But most importantly on this chart over here is that this triangle over here is pretty much confirmed. Over here you can see here we broke it, retested that, and then we went going towards upside again. So Ethereum is looking very, very good. it's outperforming Bitcoin. And the last chart I'm going to show you is Ethereum versus Bitcoin chart, which shows very, very strong moves towards the upside over here. So there is again a lot of lines over here. The blue boxes are major support levels on the way towards downside over here that we have been broken. We came all the way down to the bottom of the box over here, and once we came down to the bottom of the box, we started climbing back above these resistance levels, right? So these three yellow lines over here, we start climbing above them. So over here you see that the first move came up of this line over here, we consolidated, we bounced all the way up here towards the top. And what's happening right now in Ethereum Bitcoin chart is that Ethereum is majorly outperforming Bitcoin right now. Yesterday it was up like something like 15% move towards upside, while Bitcoin only did 3 to 5%. And I think this is going to continue because right now Ethereum is the big dog in the house. As you saw before on the Bitcoin dominance chart, Bitcoin dominance has been outperforming everything ever since 2022 all the way to just now when it started dropping towards downside. But right now they're dropping towards downside. Everything else is outperforming Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is no longer the big dog in the house. The big dog in the house is Ethereum, and you can see over here Ethereum has been dropping down steadily all the way through the bull market and the bear market. And right now Ethereum is doing this one big move towards the upside over here. So something like this over here, that's going to happen with Ethereum as well. At least that's what we're looking for. So it is outperforming Bitcoin. It is outside of the triangle over here towards the upside. Bitcoin over here doesn't have, what is the chart over here? Bitcoin, this type of pattern up here is not topping out pattern, so we are still looking for this to break towards upside and continue towards upside. Eventually Ethereum will outperform Bitcoin on this move as well, but Bitcoin will continue going towards upside, and the dominant chart up here will continue crashing towards the downside. The big question is how far down is going to go. It's going to go to 40%, 50%, something in the middle over here, maybe a little bit over here. It really doesn't matter. What matters is this going to drop very, very hard towards the downside. We got 3 to 6 months the way I see it still left. It's only August, ending of August, I guess, September, October, November, December, like 4 months left until the end of the year, and that's gonna be the 4-year cycle for Bitcoin. That said, this last part is the most exciting part. Now, people might say this is because of Powell, this is because of interest rates, this is because of this or that. Nah, it's because of the charts. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.